Now, last month, independent journalist Nick Shirley shed a lot of light on the widespread alleged fraud taking place in Tim Walz, Minnesota, including at one alleged daycare center,
The Learning Center.
misnamed the Learning Center. But according to state records, yesterday the center requested the closure of its license. They are now officially closed. Here with reaction, independent journalist Nick Shirley. First of all, you did phenomenal work. Your life has been threatened as a result. Is that
This nigga's funny. He got the damn, he got the sign on his T-shirt after ousting these niggas about the fraud. He said the Learning Center, nigga. This is where we're going to lure your money into our pockets, nigga. Keep going. Let's get it.
correct?
Yeah, it has been. It's been completely changed over these past week or so as people have started to defend fraud and come after me for exposing the fraud that was happening.
Well, first of all, I applaud your work. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your courage in doing all this. I give a lot of credit to you. Let's specifically tell people what you found and how you found it.
Yeah, so at these daycare centers, people in Minnesota have been telling me for months that there was fraud happening inside Minnesota. I met up with this man by the name of Dave who had all the evidence of exactly how much money these places were receiving. And then you start going to these daycares and they have stuff messed up, such as some simple stuff like leering versus learning. And there's no children at any of the daycares, yet they're receiving millions of dollars. And there's just open and blatant fraud taking place inside of the state of Minnesota with all these welfare programs they have set up.
And now we're finding out it's billions of dollars. When you began your investigation, did you ever think it would be that staggering amount of money? And as James Comer said, that's only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, well, within one day, we found over $110 million in fraud in just one afternoon. So if there's obviously millions and then billions, they have it estimated around 9 billion right now, but some people have said all the way upwards of 80 to $100 billion in fraud.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
I'm going to say this, man. Ain't no way they got that much money now. And why Chicago not on the lick? You know, we the home of the schemers. And not yet, maybe we do got somebody with some fraudulent daycares going around, but Minnesota, they just doing it good. They gonna take the capital of scheming, of fraudsters. I thought we was them niggas with the car readers and whoopty whoop. They up here doing it the legal way, legally frauding motherfuckers, real white collar. You know what I'm saying? Money laundering. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we must not be doing it good enough here in Chicago. You know. But, hey, they need to be exposed, and they need to go. Sorry, they knew what was happening. So, from there, they just got out the way. Let's just say that, you know. But going from there, man, it's iffy. No telling what could happen. You know what I'm saying? It's the luring system. And I just say, you know, stay focused on what you can stay focused on, man. I don't know, bro. It seems like they doing what they need to do. I guess I will say this. I will like to state that also that these people were also and this is what I remember. I seen a lot of people coming for they daycare, making videos and stuff and like that, and I seen them, and I'm gonna defend them for a quick second. People was coming to their place doing music videos, bitches twerking in front of the daycare, the whole nine. And you know the Muslims, like the Minnesota Muslims, like, you know, from they little Somali, bro, they don't know nothing about bitches twerking on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas from Chicago would have been like, hey, we lit. But, you know, you got people from random coming now. What they were saying is that the families were being scared to bring their kids that weren't supposed to be there, technically. They're afraid to bring their kids there because a bunch of strangers and shit keep popping up, and there's so much federal attention there. Because you know what happens, like, if you got kids going there, every kid getting examined. Every kid, like, all right, we got to know where your finances are going. Do you actually come here? When the last time you been here? If I'm like a regular Somalian, even if I'm involved in the fraud, I'm going to be like, bro, I don't want to have no eyes on me, bro. I got to move daycare to somewhere else because y'all got so many eyes on you that it's damn near like it's bringing eyes to me. You know what I'm saying? When I don't want eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it from a point perspective from the Somalians, if it was legit. Say it was legit because these are technically allegations. You know, he didn't find kids. That is true. But you know, the end factor of all this is that basically all the kids, you know, there was a lot of random people coming from around the world to this daycare, this little daycare, just to like talk in front of it, do whatever they videos, because it's trending. You know what I'm saying? So it gained mass attention and shit. So I will say that, and that's the problem about it. But like I said, like they were scheming out the wazoo. Like, why wasn't Chicago? Like, I would expect we the scheming capital. Why wasn't we a part of this? You know what I'm saying? This is like a whole different part of scheming, like daycare scheming. You know what I mean? So, what can you do, man? Let me play the video a little bit longer.
You did a number of reports on this, and you now have been vindicated. You've been proven right. What are the specific threats against you? And I pray and hope that you're taking measures to protect yourself and your family.
Yeah. So people have messaged me. They've sent me photos of saying that this is going to be me next, and it's a photo of a dead person in a ditch. They've said I'll be Kirked next, and they've doxed me. They've doxed my family, all for just exposing fraud. You would think this would be a time where people could say, oh, amazing, we're going to figure out where our taxes are going. But no, people made this a race issue. They made this a religion issue, when at the end of the day, it was just about people's hard-earned money going to fraudulent businesses.
And that's the crime too with Americans. Sometimes we be helping out the wrong people. I'm not saying help who you really want to help out, but you dox the man, his family, and all that to do what? So somebody can run up on him. But at the end of the day, like, if he's exposing fraud, he's exposing fraud, because that's your taxpayers' money. Like, all that money getting deducted out your check, Social Security, federal, state, all that extra shit, that shit is supposed to be funding to the feds. The feds send it back to the daycare people to, you know, fund their daycare when people are like low income and shit, right? So when y'all dox this dude for exposing some shit that's going, I felt like it was some Minnesotas. I know Tim Walsh was involved, but that's the reason why it's like, and it's most likely an American people doing this to him as an American. It's like, you know, they don't like that he opened the eyes to Minnesota and motherfucker, because at the same time that he opened the fraud up, ICE and that bitch trying to get him out of there at the same time. So it's like, you know, hella federal agents over there just chilling. They was just in Portland. They was in Memphis. They was out here in Iraq. They doing it all, G. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So yes, that's why you sometimes got to use an alias, or you got to use a code name, buy your house under LLC or something just to protect your family, or, you know, strap up. You definitely got to strap up regardless. You know, people gonna come after you and your family, bro. So when you become a public, you know, a voice, sometimes you got to use not your real name. Sometimes you can't use your real address. Sometimes LLC can't be at your real stuff. And you got to be strapped, like I said. Like, people going to try to come after you. They don't like your opinion. And rather than talk to you and debate with you, they're going to try to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, it's your boy AngeloSavage. Tell me what y'all think about this, man. So in game, the same daycare that he exposed, the main one, the Quality Learning Center, yeah, they closed down. They no longer in order. So what they probably gonna end up doing is opening it up again somewhere else with a different name, and just moving all those people that was supposedly be there to another one. That's all it's gonna do. It's just gonna be clean now. So then there's not a lot of attention, because people don't like that attention. Even like if some shit was popping off at my son's school, and there was some shit like this, I'm taking his ass out too. I don't want the feds on me. You know, running IDs and all that shit, talking about who here, who in and out. Nah, I'm good. I don't want you to know none of that. So that makes sense. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. It's your boy AngeloSavage. Don't forget to like the video for YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. Peace.